good morning. Summer Star, Stacy, Barbara. How are we feeling today? How are you doing? Let me know, please. I want to do a quick check-in. Also, too, if you have any wins that you want to share with us, like go ahead and start dropping them in the chat now so that we can start highlighting them. Okay? And I'm going to... There we go. Perfect. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we feeling? Oh, thank you so much. It's a little bit easier. Okay, much better. Okay. Feeling good? That's great. I'm happy to hear that. What about everybody else? We'll probably start tapping around like 7:15. So that way there's enough time for us to like decompress and stuff like that before I have to head out. Okay? There we go. I want to also give some people some time. I know people are used to like coming in at like 7:17, which by the way is today's date. Today is the my grandmother's birthday. So when she was Earthside, this was the day that we would celebrate her. So that is why I use that time frame. It's to keep her ancestral energy with me throughout my practices. So let me know if there's any wins that we want to celebrate. I know, I guess for myself, a win that I have is that I did go to New York City. Hi, Sammy. I did go to New York City. I got to hang out with my friends. That was amazing. I did like my Philly girl walks, which I'm very proud of because, you know, socializing outside of like the work that I do is not something that I do often. So that was really nice. I'm trying to think of some other things. Good morning, Courtney. Thank you so much. Yeah. Poonam, how are you? Hi, hi, hi. I'm so happy to see everyone's name here. And I'm happy you guys were able to like join me for the change. I know I had it set up for a different time frame, but I appreciate the flexibility. Yes. Jack, good morning. My win is doing EFT tapping at 10:11 regularly. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love that. Summer Star. Hi, Priscilla. How are you? Oh, this makes me so happy. It's almost like a bittersweet moment because I wish I could spend more time with you all today. But then I'm also just like, you know what? We're spending time together regardless, and it's going to be just as beautiful, just as fun. And then, you know, hopefully next week we'll spend a little bit more time together. So, hi, Sia. Feeling a bit today. Priscilla, same. Good morning, Monique. Kinda blah. Same, 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 same. So as I was explaining earlier, today is the anniversary. Like it's my grandmother's birthday, my nana, and that's why I always start things at like 7:17. It's because her birthday is on 7/17. But I have been feeling a little bit more sad, you know, lately. But I figured that we would honor that. And today's EFT session is going to be on embracing change and honoring connections in our lives, right? Because even though we want things to last forever, that's not always going to be the case. However, we can move forward knowing that they have left us with something, whether it's a memory, a feeling, or a lesson that allows us to carry them with us wherever we go and to honor the beauty that was in that relationship despite how it may have ended, right? So we're going to tap on that today, and I'm very excited because I also feel like I need this session as well, and I have made a commitment to myself this year, as I've told you all, to make sure that the work that I do is inclusive of me as well. So if you're feeling a little blah today, do not worry. It's just a Cancerian energy doing its job, helping us to feel a little deeper than we normally would, right? Oh my goodness, Martha, I hope you have a really good time with me today. We're usually on for longer, but mom has to work, so. Yes. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. So I was actually reading my devotional. So this is a devotional that I read every day. It is from Alanya Van Zant. I call her Auntie Alanya, Acts of Faith, right? And they have like a meditation, like something to sit with every single day. And for yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the theme is that people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I was actually going to read, not today's, but yesterday's. Okay. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you figure out which it is, you know exactly what to do. Michelle Ventor. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our first love could be our one and only love, forever and always? Well, surely you know by now that life is not like that. People come and go in our lives, taking a little piece of our heart with them. As difficult or painful as it may be, that is exactly what they should do. We have more than enough love to share and spare, and we should give it freely. When we love for a reason, it feels good to give love because we get what we give. When we have a seasonal love, it is a whirlwind love, preparing us for something better. When those very special people come into our lives, we can do and love them forever. Loving is not what causes our emotional damage. It is the attempt to throw people out of our hearts and minds. When we love reasonably, for a season we are in, we undoubtedly enjoy a lifetime of loving. I know why you are in my life, and I love you for that reason. So that was the meditation a few days ago, and then she broke down a reason, a season, and a lifetime over the next couple of days. And we're going to tap on this understanding that relationships and spaces, experiences are here to teach us something, to remind us that we are allowed to give, we're allowed to love, we are allowed to feel, that we are human beings, right? Not human doings. And when we honor that truth, it really allows us to honor our humanity. That change happens like the seasons. And nothing is supposed to stay the same, even though there are some times that we wish that they could, that we feel like we'd be better off if they did. But ultimately, life is meant to have these ebbs and these flows, right? The more that I study neuroscience, the more that they speak on regulating your nervous system and how it's important to have moments that ebb and moments that flow. That the intention to have a healthy brain, right, to have a healthy nervous system is not just to be in flow. Because when we ebb, we are able to build our resiliency. We are able to cultivate our skill set, right? Stretch ourselves, practice. And in the flow, we have that reward of doing that challenging work. So when we honor the ebb and the flow of life, we get to live on what is called like the middle path, right? And in that middle path, we are experiencing both things. We honor both. It's the same understanding of we cannot really enjoy a rainbow without rain. It's in the name, right? We need the storm to pass, to change, to shake things up, to move things around, so that way we have a better perspective of what it is that we get to enjoy after it's gone. It makes the rainbow that more special. So if you're someone that is maybe having a lot on your heart right now because you're missing somebody, or you're missing a relationship, or you are missing a place you used to live, or a perspective you used to have, hopefully this EFT session will carry you through and hold you through the change that is inevitable. There's one thing that we're going to experience in this human lifetime, is that it's going to be change. We're always going to experience change. Change in our appearance, change in the way that we look and see the world, how we look at the world, changing how we feel about the world, how we feel about others. Change is the constant. Change is the consistent. Let me know if that makes sense. I'm happy you don't feel alone today, Priscilla. Yes, Auntie Alanya is a lot of fun. She's a lot of fun. Yes. So as I asked before, if there's any wins that you want to share, please leave them in the comments so that we can honor those wins for this week, no matter how big or small. I know that Summer Star has been tapping every day regularly for EFT at the same time, which we love. Okay. That makes me really, really happy to know. I know that Kelly mentioned in Sunday's live that she is officially moving into her own place. So we want to just give her a round of applause for that too, because she's been manifesting that for a while and has been using the techniques in EFT to help get her to that space. So I'm very happy to hear that she's in a good space now with that. Makes me very happy. There we go. Yeah, I have been feeling pretty good, but I definitely will say that the moods have been moody every now and then. And I have been reminding myself to continue practicing um, gratitude, reminding myself that it is a choice for me to feel grateful and that there are so many things for me to feel grateful about so that I do not lose the momentum of what I've been cultivating for the past couple of weeks. You know, being in community with you all, doing a 28-day challenge, and it's been helpful. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's kind of like, I hear you, but this is how I feel, and I honor that space, right? Again, it's not about trying to bypass the discomfort. It's really about honoring the fact that I can feel uncomfortable and still acknowledge the fact that there are things in my life that are satisfying. There are things in my life to be grateful for. There are things in my life that I can appreciate. And just being able to do that, that helps us build up that sense of endurance that helps us to sustain moving forward in our lives. Yeah, Amazon, good morning. And I'm going to email you back. Don't think that I forgot. I did not forget, okay? This week is overwhelming for me, one thing after another, but I have a team on my side. You do, Courtney, you do. Thank you. Mary, hi. How are you? I have hope and gratitude, but what ifs are always worrisome. Someone spoke about this when I was younger, and I'm sure this conversation has been had in other places, but they spoke about what ifs don't have to be a negative thing, right? What ifs don't have to be like, what if something goes wrong? It could also be, what if something goes right? What if something goes exceedingly well? What if something turns out to be a blessing? What if something turns out to be a miracle? What if something turns out to be an answered prayer? And these are the opportunities that we have to continue rewiring that truth in our mind and in our bodies. That, yeah, maybe in the past, what ifs were terrifying for me because I always thought of the worst possible outcome. But I'm going to actively encourage myself and practice thinking about these in a different way. Not even in a negative or positive way, but just in a way that's beneficial to me, right? Thinking like, what if is, and it's the worst outcome, is not beneficial to you, right? It's not going to allow you to move forward. It's not going to give you any level of confidence, right? Or courage. If anything, is going to continue to weaken your energy, right? Weaken your fortitude and have you feeling like you are unable to really show up and be your best self. So again, if you are able to continue practicing, especially in the moments of discomfort, especially in the moments of strife, and practice saying like, what if it gets better, right? What if this is as bad as it gets and it's only going to get better? What if tomorrow everything changes for the better? And even if you feel like tomorrow doesn't give you what you asked for in that moment, just being able to tell your brain to start focusing on those better what ifs, our brain is programmed to make sure that what we think is real for us, right? So if we continue to say those things and say, hey, I really believe, right? We can go back to our EFT session on belief, which I think maybe Courtney, you want to revisit that? You can watch the replay. But if we believe that things are going to get better, the mind will start to search for that truth, right? It's the same way you can play that game where you think about a car color that you want to see, and then all of a sudden it pops up, and then you can only see that car color out of nowhere. All of a sudden there's punch buggies everywhere. The same thing. It's literally the same concept, right? Just a different focus point. So if you focus on things working out for you, if you focus on things having the outcome that you need, your brain will figure it out on how to make sure that it's true. Because your brain doesn't want you to think that you are not well, right? And again, the brain does not know the difference from the past, present, and future. The brain does not know the difference between real and reality, right? I mean, reality and fantasy. It has absolutely no real concept only based off of the information we feed it, from how we interpret things in our lives, right? And how our feelings feel in the body, and the information that our feelings give the brain. So ultimately, we really do have the power and the skill set. We are designed to create the reality in which we live in. But it does take practice, because a lot of us are operating from traumas and from conditioning that has us doing things in a different way, that doesn't honor the true fullness of our magic. Okay? I'm doing good, Mary. I'm happy to be here with you all. Ginger, hi. What if it's better than I can imagine? Yes, 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 yes. You're so welcome, Courtney. Hi, Kirion. How are you? Seeing what you're looking for. Exactly, exactly. Tammy, hi. Oh, from Rwanda. Welcome, Tammy. Hi. Good morning, Cindy from Chicago. Hi. That's good. And how's Logan doing? Has anyone seen Rahana's name? Just want to make sure that she's here. I know she was having a rough time on Sunday. If not, does someone mind reaching out to her just to check in on her after today's live? Okay, good. That's good to hear. Okay, yeah. Enjoying his school holiday. Okay, I love this for him. Okay, perfect. So I just want to make sure that we have an understanding of today's topic, and just in general, like, what if it gets better? What if it's better than I could have possibly imagined? What if everything actually works out in my favor? What if everything ultimately benefits me? What if I grow? What if I heal? What if I experience more love? What if I experience more joy, more pleasure, more passion? We have enough words that we can fill in to switch that narrative, to teach our brain to look for those what ifs. The what ifs that are going to benefit us, the what ifs that are going to allow us to have a sense of hope, to have a brighter outlook on life. We do have that capability. And the beautiful thing is that when we feel like we don't, we always find ourselves in spaces and communities like this. We attract it because our soul is like, this is what we know to be true. Let's get us in a space to reboot, right? To re-up on our energy. So that way when we go back out into our world, we can navigate it with more ease. That's why I do the sessions every couple of days, because I know how it gets. I know that if we only have a session every Sunday, we have 6 days in between that, where essentially all hell could break loose, right? And we could feel completely unsupported and forget everything that we've been learning, everything that we've been tapping on, everything that we've been affirming in each other in this community. So that's why we have our Wednesday sessions. That's why I wanted to make sure that I had this Wednesday session for us, because I didn't want to go 2 weeks without us having regular check-ins, because these are as important to me as hopefully they are to you, and helping us to navigate this world that we're living in, and sharing our gifts and honoring our truths. Okay? Oh, yes. Cindy, are you okay after that tornado? Yes. Thank you, Mary, for asking. I know. His birthday's coming up, so is my nephew's. I needed to hear this today. I've been feeling the worry type what ifs and broken sleep because of it. I understand that completely. Hi, Khan. How are you? Good afternoon. Yeah. No, you're not alone at all. It's like a midday pickup, right? I mean, a midweek pick me up. And I'm like, okay, I got to figure this out. Like, even though I have to leave in like 20 minutes, I'm like, I have to make sure that we have this moment, because I don't want us to lose the momentum, right? Ideally, I would love to continue having sessions every couple of days, and I'm working it out so that that can be a reality for all of us. but I'm going to honor these moments. And on the days that we don't have tapping sessions, for whatever reason, please rewatch a replay. That's also why I record these sessions too, and I leave them to be free for the public. So if you're having a moment or you're like, dang, Alexa, stop. Alexa's reminding me this is a donation based experience. So if you're able to donate, please do. If you're not able to donate, by all means, you can join my email list. You can rate or review a track on Insight Timer to help other people experience EFT and meditation with me as well. Or you could just show up to the next live. There's so many different ways to honor the exchange in which we're having. But yes, Alexa, my goodness. But yes, I really want to make sure that we have that. And the way that I'm scheduling out future classes and content and journeys together is that we'll be checking in every couple of days. So that way we can build up that resiliency. But whenever you're not feeling your best or you're feeling like you need to pick me up and we may not have a class, please go and watch the replays. That is exactly why I have them there. Okay. Of course, Con. I'm happy you're feeling good. Yes, yes. And you can, exactly what Jack said, you can also tap in with us on Insight Timers group Lotus Living. Every single day we tap in at the same time. I'm teaching during that time this week, but if I wasn't, I would be there tapping in with you all too. I think I'm also going to set up an earlier session so that there's 2 for people. Me 3, y'all. It's getting hard to switch because it's been, I've been having depression a lot lately. I'm getting better, but it's hard to think the what ifs when I'm not feeling good. Exactly, Team Lotus. I love you, Courtney. I hear you, Mary. It's hard to shift the worry thoughts sometimes. It is, and that is why we're going to be using EFT to do that, right? So even in the times, Mary, where it's hard for you to say the positive thing or hard for you to find the brighter moment, you can literally just tap on these tapping points to help you remember, to bring you back into alignment, okay? And I would go over in detail like what that means and what that looks like, but for the sake of time, we're just going to jump in and tap, okay? So really quickly, there are 9 tapping points for those that are new to the experience. It's the side of the hand between the pinky knuckle bone and the wrist bone where my tattoo is. On either side, it does not matter. Top of the head, the start of the brow, the side of the eye on the ocular bone. I want you to feel for your bone. That's where you're tapping on either side. You would trace that bone underneath the eye, you would tap here. Underneath the nose, you would tap here. In the crease of the chin, you would tap there. And on the collarbone, you would tap here. Okay? Those are, oh, and underneath the arm, you would tap here. So those are going to be our 9 tapping points. I would love for you to drink some water beforehand. And normally we do a tuning session, but for the sake of time, we are going to skip that tuning session. But what I would really appreciate is that after you tap today, you take a moment to sit down and write out and reflect on what came up for you in a tapping session, okay? Okay. Rahana, we were just asking about you. Okay, I'm so happy you're here. Okay, good, 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 good. Yes, we manifested you. We were literally talking about you. Yes. Yes, love the 11:11 sessions. It's awesome to have an early one too. Yeah, Ginger, I'm going to add one in for this week so that we have an earlier session as well. And maybe I even add one for like at night for people that need help, like, you know, resting or closing out for the day. However it is I can provide more support for you is really what I'm looking forward to focusing on, okay? And yeah, it's a practice, Mary. You may not remember. There are some times that I forget to tap, and this is literally what I do for a living, right? So be graceful to yourself in those moments. And when you are able to show up in community like this, if you have the time and the space to, the more you practice doing it, the more you create muscle memory. And when you create muscle memory, it allows your body to help you out in those moments where you're too much in your head and you can't think through it. Your body will feel through it. And all of a sudden, you'll notice that you'll just randomly start tapping. So when I'm in a heavier moment, it's hard for me to like think through that moment, but all of a sudden I can just notice that my body's doing that because the muscle memory can override those feelings and provide you with relief, right? So if you're practicing breath work or meditation, or yesterday I felt very overwhelmed and instantly my body started taking deep inhales and exhales because the muscle memory caught up. I don't have to rely on my mind all the time because honestly doing that is going to make you feel out of your mind. So honor the muscle memory, continue to practice and show up regularly, and you'll notice that in those tough times, your body will do something different to help it navigate through the experience, okay? Yes, Karen. I go back to work soon. I would love an evening. Okay. Yeah. Got you, Priscilla. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Let's jump into this, okay? We're going to start off. Our first round is acknowledging change, and our second round is embracing the seasons and lifetimes. So we'll start here. Lightly tap, pulse, rub, or hover. Okay? And then repeat after me. Actually, I'm going to bring this a little closer because it's a little hard to see. Okay. Ready? Even though change can be difficult and unsettling, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though people and places come into my life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And sometimes it's hard to let go. I honor my feelings and I accept myself. Even though the end of a connection can be painful, I choose to embrace I choose to embrace the transformation it brings. We're gonna go to the top of the head. Change can be hard to accept. Brow. People and places come into my life for different reasons. Sadly, some connections are meant for a specific moment. Under the eye. They may end without warning, but that means my need has been met. Under the nose. My desire has been fulfilled. And the transformation has occurred. Chin. I honor these connections, even if they were brief. Collarbone. Change can bring uncertainty and discomfort. Under the arm. But I trust that each connection has served its purpose. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, drop your hands into your lap. Just notice how your body's feeling in this moment before we go into our second round. If you need to take a sip of water, go ahead and do so right now. And then we're going to get into our second round, okay? Tap here. Even though I feel sadness, when a joyful season ends, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though lifetime connections teach deep life lessons, and their end can be painful, I choose to remember the love and the lessons they brought. Even though letting go of a lifetime connection feels overwhelming, I honor the transformation. it brought to my life. Beautiful. I want you to go to the top of the head. Seasons bring joy and laughter. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Seasons bring joy and laughter. Brow. They are beautiful and real, even when they end. Side of eye. I think of them as the changing seasons, ushering in new life. Under the eye. Lifetime connections teach me deep life lessons. Beautiful. Under the nose. These lessons forever change the way I show up in life. Chin. The end of a lifetime connection can feel deeply painful. Collarbone. But when I remember the lessons and I honor the person as my teacher, under the arm, I use what I've learned to make my life and others' lives even softer. I continue the love. I honor the joy. I acknowledge the pain. And I move forward. I want you to place both hands over the heart. Place your left hand first over the heart space and then your right, because our left side is to receive, okay? And I want you to repeat this affirmation with me. You can close your eyes if you want to, if that feels safe for you to do. I'm grateful for every connection, whether it was for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I honor the transformation it brought me, the joys and the lessons that are in my life. I am at peace with change, and I trust in the journey ahead. Deep inhale, breathing in. Soft exhale, letting go. Softening the shoulders, softening the face. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go. Dropping our hands into our laps. Letting me know how you feel. Okay. Thank you so much, Kieran, for the donation. Recently, I read a book named Unwinding Anxiety by Hudson Brewer. It's all about building muscle memory. Khan, please drop that in the Insight Timer group. Alexa, stop. I love you all so much. No worries, Mary. Peaceful, I love that, Martha. Please continue to let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how this tapping session resonated with you, what came up, okay? You can always leave that in the chat below or inside the Insight Timer group. Or if you want to become a member of the Garden, you're more than welcome to join us there, where we share daily wins and we just check in on a more consistent basis to help us get through the ups and downs of life. I'm going to be sending out an email later on, either today or tomorrow, just with some insights to prepare us for the weekend. I thank you so much. I wish I could have spent more time with you right now, but my car is downstairs to drive me to my next class, so I have to leave a little abruptly. But please drink water. Please take time out to journal what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. And join us for the 11:11 session in the Insight Timer group um, to tap in some more if you need a little bit more support, okay? I love these tapping sessions. They rest and relax me. Yes, I love this. I'm feeling so liberated. Yes, Khan. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good day, Ginger. Lotus, even though I may feel sadness, sounds like you were going to burst out laughing. You know what? Maybe I was. Amber, you feel calm. On Insight Timer, it is called Lotus Living. Here we go. And then I have another platform called The Garden. And that's all in the emails that I send out. Erica, thank you for being here with me. Have a beautiful day, Martha. Yes, yes, yes. Amazon, I love you. Stacy, I love you. Courtney, I love you. Priscilla, I love you. Eric, Jack, I love you. Please have a great day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Okay?